Target is closing stores. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. I have my stein of coffee. I thought we'd have a look at this article from news.com.au by Alexis Carey regarding Target closing more and more stores. She seems to be following the retail recession even before we had an economic lockdown. It seemed every other day another business was closing. And Target was a bit of an odd one. They've spent a lot of money investing in refurbishing a lot of their stores. And, is it an expensive brand? Or is it a low-cost brand? We'll have to see. How many of you are fans of Target? Where do you go to buy your cheap clothing and items? And that's just the way things are. You can go to these shops, get new clothes, new shoes, but very cheap. Even Christmas toys shocked me how cheap they were. I hadn't gone shopping for toys in quite some time. So let's have a look at this. Target stores in New South Wales, Western Australia and South Australia are set to close within weeks. The struggling discount department store has confirmed that 3 Target branches across 3 Aussie states have been earmarked for closure. And, well, this is not the time to be losing your job in retail, is it? It's going to be tough on the people working there. 3 Australian Target stores will be permanently shut within months as the discount department store struggles to reverse its fortunes. So this is a permanent closure, everyone. This isn't just purely because of the lockdowns. It's probably the final nail in the coffin. I suspect we're going to see more and more of this with businesses that are closing down all the deadweight shops, using this as an opportunity to cut their losses in some sectors. The Target spokeswoman confirmed the stores in Pasadena in South Australia will close on May 30, with affected team members informed of the closure in late January. So they have had some time to prepare before even the real economic challenges came about. That isn't that much time, though. It will be followed by the closure of the Target branch in Campbelltown in Sydney Southwest on July 4th, with staff of that store informed in early March. The Meadow Springs shop in Mandurah, Western Australia, will also close on August 1, with employees told in mid-January. Now, this is a suburb that anyone who's familiar with Interests of the People, or DFA, is quite familiar with. It's a suburb where, it's getting into a lot of trouble right now financially with regard to all the number of people who are trying to sell and those in negative equity. But that's not going to help these suburbs, is it? It's not going to help any of these areas because that's a decent sized employer, Target. But the spokeswoman stressed these were not new announcements and that the closures were unrelated to the pandemic or the strategic review announced for Target just last week. So these are not affected by all the recent economic turmoils. What does that tell you about Target? Now, if we have a look, guys, there's a few charts I want to bring your attention. One is consumer confidence. You can have a look at that. It's plunged. It is plunged. We're looking at a situation where consumer confidence is already low, already below 100. It's an index with these numbers. So 100 is, you have the equal number of pessimistic bastards, it's optimistic people. Whereas now, because we're below 100, it's showing you there are more pessimistic people out there that were answering the survey. Where if you're above 100, it's all sunshine and happiness. Everyone's more optimistic. So you can see at times when there's more pessimism. And right now, we're very pessimistic. And the rate of decline is very drastic. From one month to the next, it's plunged. That's going to affect retail, everyone. That is definitely going to affect retail. And then the other chart I want to look at, which is similar to this one, this is consumer sentiment or consumer confidence. This one is, business confidence. And you can see that we've got business confidence and business conditions. Business confidence is in the red, and it has just plunged. And it's a similar type of chart. 0 here on this scale is neutral. You have as many people who are pessimistic as optimistic. You can see here on the chart, I'm pointing it with my mouse on my recording software, which you can't see, but you can see previously that, you know, business confidence and business conditions were in the positive. There were more people optimistic, more people, you know, happy. Look at, you know, September 16 to 19. Look at that spike there. We can overlay that with other things, with unemployment numbers and consumer confidence. But here, it's plunged as well. So business confidence, business conditions, consumer confidence have all just flatlined. And that's going to affect this. And remember, those charts we looked at there apparently are not behind these decisions. So these decisions are old. This is old news that they're talking about here, about these closures. And people are expecting a V-shaped recovery, everyone. There's definitely been issues with this economy that we've been discussing for a while. I couldn't understand why we were getting all these people just... I think I understand now, but I couldn't understand why we're getting all these people spruiking property or spruiking this or saying it's going to be good. A lot of them are just property bulls, perma bulls. You know, property always goes up. Property always goes up. Always buying shares, it always goes up. It doesn't always. There's a lot of people are going to learn what a recession actually does to an economy, how long vacancy rates in commercial property last. But here we're going to have systematic changes to the way people shop, to the way people work. That hasn't happened before. I think that's a big unknown. I think it's a big unknown. So last Monday, parent company Wesfarmers released an update to the market on how retail trade was faring in its various businesses, with Target taking a clear hit. Managing Director Rob Scott said that in recent weeks, in-store sales momentum had moderated in Kmart and had declined significantly in Target, reflecting the broader decline in customer footfall in shopping centres and ongoing weakness in discretionary categories, particularly apparel. In the 6 months to December, it recorded a sales fall again, and Wesfarmers lamented the mid-range department store chain was performing below expectations. So here's the thing, it's mid-range. It's mid-range. I mean, whenever I go to these shops, you know, I'll buy a shirt like this for $10 that I don't really need to worry about too much, to be honest. You know, I'm not going out. It's not like I need to dress up for a function or an event. There, I'll put a nice cotton shirt, you know, suit, pocket square, of course. But I don't know, for, you know, Kmart for $10, $5, you can't beat it. And now that's the thing. That's the thing when I put a survey on my community. You know, will you pay double? Will you pay, you know, for your next car or computer purchase? That's just an argument going, well, you know, that's what could happen if we start going to Australian manufacturing, because things are so expensive and people just, we're all being cheap. All of us are being frugal. Everyone's worried. They're all pulling the horns in and saving the money. So I'm not surprised Target has taken a hit when there are other options like Kmart. But I don't think I'm the demo, guys. At the moment, there are 285 Target stores in Australia, with 4 stores closing between July and December 2019. Meanwhile, retail experts have long reported on the brand's struggles, with QUT retail expert Dr. Gary Mortimer previously telling News.com Target poised an ongoing problem for Wesfarmers. Target remains an issue for the Wesfarmers Group, despite significant changes to product ranges and investment in price, he said. There remains a healthy level of cannibalism between Kmart and Target, which question the strategy behind running 2 differently branded discount department store businesses, essentially servicing the same market. Well, yeah, that's exactly it. And now with a growing move to online, you know, one of them's going to go. I'm surprised they wouldn't just absorb Target into Kmart and rebrand it, get rid of all of the dead shops and cull it. Why not? What's the difference? Can anyone tell me what the actual difference is? It's a bit posher, a bit nicer, but it's all cheap stuff, isn't it? I wouldn't be going there for anything nice, to be honest. But as I said, I'm not the demo. You know, maybe those of you that are in the demo can let me know. Those of you that are Target fans can let me know. But remember, guys, this all appeared before this consumer plunge, before this business confidence plunge, and before the lockdown in Australia's economy. So a continuation of the retail recession we're having here in Australia. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan, you can support us in a few ways. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. Use our affiliate links, all that link below. Support us with a gold pass from Perth Mint, Amazon, or buy our merch. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.